Hey guys, we are going to work out of our flipbook today. So if you need to pause the video to go get that, please do so. If you have it, we're going to move on to the next flap in our flipbook, which would be possessive pronouns. I believe I mentioned yesterday that we're going to do reflexive and intensive. I misspoke. Possessive is next inside your flipbook. So if you could open to that flap. We'll go ahead and get started. If you need to pause to go get your flipbook, please do so. Or if you need to go get a piece of paper, please do so. Okay, so your book should be opened up. Don't forget to fold it at the crease where it's stapled. And we're going to write above the fold to get started. We're going to start with the definition of a possessive pronoun. And at any time, if you need to pause the video to take notes, please do so. I'm going to go ahead and just sort of roll through it, and you guys can control the pace through pausing, okay? All right, so a possessive pronoun are pronouns that show possession of a noun or an object by another object or person, all right? And possession means that you're showing ownership or belonging to someone or something. Some important things to know about possessive pronouns is that possessive pronouns do not have apostrophes. Okay, so we wouldn't say hers with an apostrophe S. If I were to use the person's name instead of a pronoun, then I would use an apostrophe S. So if I said Sally's house or something along those lines to show possession, then yes, I would put Sally apostrophe S to show that that it belongs to her. Okay, but when we're using pronouns, we are not going to use apostrophes. Some examples of possessive pronouns are the ones that are listed here, and we are going to draw a table inside of our booklet here at the bottom part. Okay, so mine, yours, his, hers, ours, and theirs are considered possessive pronouns. This is all we're going to write above the fold. So once you get there, then you know that you can go ahead and move below the fold. While you're finishing your notes above, we are also going to spend a little bit of time today talking about possessive adjectives because we often confuse the two of them. So just below the fold here in a second, I'm going to give you the definition of a possessive adjective and then also include those in our chart. It's really important that we understand the difference between a possessive pronoun and a possessive adjective. One of the videos that you're going to watch today is also going to address the difference between a possessive pronoun and a possessive adjective. Okay, so just so you're aware of that. Okay, so we're going to move down to possessive adjectives. So I'm going to start with the definition. So possessive adjectives are words that modify or describe a noun, which is the definition of an adjective. Possessive adjectives are just going to show some ownership to those things. Possessive adjectives are always found before the noun in a sentence. So if I show you an example here, and I say, that is my toy, my is describing the noun of toy, okay? Or I made her cake for the party, her is describing the cake. So those are going to be considered possessive adjectives. When you're done with this part and this definition and these examples, we are going to draw a table below this. Okay, so just like we did with subject and object, we're going to draw a table here. So you need your table to be, let's see, 4 across and 8 going down. Okay, so at the top of your chart here, you're going to see possessive adjectives. Okay, my toy, your toy, her cake, our house, their bike, okay, things of that nature. At the bottom here, you're going to see possessive pronouns, okay? Instead of saying that is my toy, you could say the toy is mine. So that would be the difference between using a possessive adjective and a possessive pronoun. Instead of saying this is your house, you could say the house is yours. So it's really just dependent upon how the word or the sentence is phrased and where you place the word in the sentence to decide if it's going to be an adjective or a pronoun. that is her cake or the cake is hers. Okay, this is their bike or the bikes are theirs. Okay, so again, it's all going to be dependent upon how it's used in the sentence and how it's phrased. So if you need to pause to finish drawing this chart, and then I just need a little bit of space at the bottom of this to show a couple more examples, and then we'll be done with the flipbook. Okay, if you need to pause, please do so. Below the chart here, I'm just going to show you a few more examples. All right, so if I said this is my cup of water, okay, my is going to be considered a possessive adjective in this sentence because it's describing the cup of water. All right. No, I think it is theirs, right? In this case, this is going to be a possessive pronoun. It is modifying or it's describing or replacing the noun of whoever there is referring to. That bike is mine is a possessive pronoun, and yours is over there is also a possessive pronoun, okay? Because that's going to be referring to a subject, okay, or a noun in the sentence, not modifying it. All right, we're going to do a good bit of practice with this today. I'm not necessarily testing you on possessive adjectives, but I have found in the past if I don't address possessive adjectives, we often confuse the pronouns and the adjectives, okay? So I felt it's always best to sort of address it with you guys and give you some practice so you can sort of see the difference between the two of them. Okay, when you are done with these examples in your chart, you may go ahead and put your flipbook away and move on to your next activity. Okay, guys, thanks.